It's sold out, and there is a wait list to see it. The Menopause Monologues at Here Art Center in SoHo, a collection of performances trying to break the generational silence on what was once a taboo subject through music, dance, painting, puppetry, and more, April 30th through May 3rd.
There's no way you are hot in here. The AC is on.
And without thinking, one of the three co-creators of the Menopause Monologues, Carrie Vanhouten. Carrie, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
What was the inspiration for creating this traveling theater piece?
Yeah, so a few years ago, when I was in my early 40s, I was going through perimenopause, but I didn't even know it. I was having all sorts of weird symptoms like crying all the time, migraines, flashes of rage. I thought I might be losing my mind, honestly. So I called my big sister and I was asking her for some advice, and she told me that she was in the same position that I was in perimenopause, didn't know it, and she was sent from doctor to doctor without any answers or treatment, and she later just found out on Google that it was perimenopause. And I hung up the phone, and honestly I got kind of angry, and I felt like I needed to do something. So being a theater person, I knew in my heart that storytelling was the answer. So I called my theater friends, Lisa Ann Morrison and Lulu Bronstein, and I said, how about we do a show called the Menopause Monologues, where we can highlight and amplify real women's real stories and learn from each other? And they said, heck yeah.
You're also a performer in it. Let's take a listen to that.
Sometimes I just wanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some of that rage.
There's a lot of feelings.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Now, you're from Rochester. You went to Marymount College.
Yeah.
There are, as we said, set performances in the show, but when you get to a town, you also ask for local performers and non-performers to come and present as well. Tell us, you had an event here back in February looking for local performances. What happened there? Yeah,
so a few months before every show, we go to the city where we're going to be and we hold a creative workshop. And we make a nice safe space, and we share in a circle. We share our stories, we laugh, we cry, and we get some creative juices flowing and maybe the beginning of some monologues. And because it's very important for us to listen to the local women and not just come in with our own stories. So there'll be 9 New York performers in our show, and almost all of them were at our creative workshop.
Now, this is happening at Here Art Center, where the Vagina Monologues was originally performed 30 years ago by Eve Ensler, now known as V. How did that inspire this?
V's work definitely paved the way for movements like ours, and we were so inspired and incredibly grateful for the work that she's done and continues to do today.
Now, you have a lot of great performers. I want to point out actor and writer Kirsten Vangs-Ness from the hit TV show Criminal Minds is also a performer in this version. Let's take a listen.
You're not straight enough. Yeah, well, I'm not straight. Yeah, well, you're not gay enough either, are you? I'm this nowish years of age, and on this nowish age time, my cycle goes wonky, and I hit the peri part of the pause of Menno, which means it is time for a great adventure. You know how medievally
the performances are intense, some are funny. Another performer, Debbie Millman, the branding expert, also performing. And every show, wherever you do it, is followed by a Q&A with a medical professional. Why is that? What happens?
That is a aspect of our show that I'm particularly proud of, Stephanie. We have world-renowned physicians and menopause experts come to every performance to host an audience Q&A. And so as you're sitting there watching our show, if things come up for you, you get a chance to ask an amazing doctor your questions.
And very quickly, you have learned that there is a lack of information, a lack of understanding, a lot of misinformation through these.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did a couple runs in Los Angeles, and I was expecting, a city like LA to be so knowledgeable, but we were getting really basic heartbreakingly basic questions from our audience members in LA, and there's still a lot of work to be done.
All right, well, the Menopause Monologues, it's sold out at Here Art Center, but there is a wait list.
Yep.
For more information or to sign up for that wait list, people can go to here.org. Carrie Vanhouten, the creator of the Menopause Monologues, I want to thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Stephanie.